Right. Welcome, you guys. My name is Eddie. If you have not met me before, welcome to your power class. It'll be roughly an hour. It'll be all levels. I'm going to cue all levels cues. So the idea is to take the cues that resonate more or less without forcing too much into your practice. Find a tall seat. You can sway sideways, forward and back. Allow your sitting bones to ground into your mat. And slowly close your eyes. Gaze inside yourself as you place your hands onto your knees or thighs. Inhale through your nose. Exhale out of your mouth. Release your day so far. And close your mouth. Inhale through your nose. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Exhale out of your nose. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. And keep repeating on your own. And you can count to 4, to 6 or 7, whatever feels best to you. Slow down your breath and breathe rhythmically. As you do so, set your firm seat. Allow your feet, your ankles, your sitting bones to root a bit more downwards. Allow your crown to lift upwards, sit a bit taller. Maintain in your lift, lean back slightly, bring your shoulders over your hips. And lift your shoulder blades up and down your back to soften into your seat. And keep following your breath to become very still into your space, both mentally and physically. And these are very interesting times. We are asked to stay indoors, to stay at home. So if our movement is restricted outside, we may as well go within, inside ourselves. Ride your breath all the way into your heart space. In other words, enter the temple of your heart, the seat of your soul, and connect to the real you, connect to your essence, connect to your inner light. And allow this light to expand a bit more in all directions, in front of you, behind you, on both of your sides, downwards, upwards. Connect to your essence and let your soul breathe you. And take it one step further, heart wide open. Allow source energy, the great spirit, to move through you as you. Connect to life itself. And allow life to breathe you. And feel this space of ease, fullness of non-resistance. Can you feel the wholeness of who you are? Take this precious opportunity during these interesting times to truly connect to the real you. And there is no lack in this space. When you feel whole, wellness, optimum health, and abundance will flourish. Everything begins from the inside out. And take a few more deep breaths. Allow your soul and life itself to completely breathe you. And from this very sacred space, fold your hands to heart center, prayer pose, lift your chest into your thumbs. Feel free to set your intention for your practice. And this can be anything you'd like to invite into your life, or perhaps even let go of. Inhale through your nose. And exhale, bow your head into your heart to seal your intention in place. And replace your hands back onto your knees or thighs. And never slowly open up your eyes. Hey, welcome. Come to all fours. Tabletop position, roll over your ankles and knees. Do place your wrists and your knees directly below your shoulders and below your hips. Rotate your hands outwardly until your fingers point directly towards your knees. Have your thumbs extend towards the long edges of your mat. Inhale, lift your hips up, let your belly get heavy. Look up to the sky, arch your back, open up into your chest. Exhale, bring your chin into your chest, press your palms down, lift the back of your heart to the sky, look in between your thighs, the opposite movement. And slowly inhale, think of stretching your breath, elongate your spine, gaze back up, back bend. Exhale, curl back in, think of pressing your palms into your mat, feel the stretch into your forearms and wrists. One more time, inhale. And exhale. Return back towards a neutral spine. Flip your hands, have your thumbs point forward. Palms will now face you, fingers point towards each other, and keep your wrists below your shoulders. Press the earth, inhale, counter stretching into your wrists. Exhale, bring your elbows, spin them forward towards the front of your mat. And repress the earth, breathe in. And then breathe out, weaving your elbows back forward to the front. Do that 2 more times on your own, but think of slowing down your breath. It is the same breath you're establishing into your seat. And as much as you can, link your breath with your movement. And when you do complete this last and fourth cycle, ever so mindfully, this can feel sensitive, place your palms back on your mat, regular tabletop position, and slowly start to bear a bit more weight into your hands. Press your finger pads a bit more into the earth so your fingers are active. Squeeze your arms a bit more towards each other, and think of wrapping your triceps back behind you so the eyes of your elbows spin forward. Bring arms into an external rotation to also engage your arms. Think of a cat pose. Press your palms down, lift the back of your heart up to the sky. Hold the position. Try to push your hands down a bit more to find more lift to the back of your heart to also engage your back. Draw the belly in and up. Core is active. Even point your tailbone down and squeeze your butt muscles. Everything is engaged here. Active cat pose. Remain exactly as you are. Curl your toes under and step back to plank pose. If you would like to modify, if it's a little too much weight to bear into your arms right now, place your knees back on your mat, and the actions will remain the same. Push the earth, keep wrapping your triceps back, keep lifting the back of your heart to the ceiling, keep your core active, and press your heels backwards if you are in a plank position. Build some strength, but slow down your breath for 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Place your knees back onto your mat if not already so. Then bend your elbows. Place your chest and your chin also to the earth below you. And once you connect, slide all the way onto your belly. Untuck your toes. Take any back bend of your choice. Charge both legs. Lift your heart up. Either baby cobra, a modified full cobra, or up dog. Lift your shoulder blades up and down your back. Inhale. Exhale, lower down. Tuck your toes under. Press back to a brief child's pose. Then make your way into downward facing dog. Hips up towards the sky. Take a bit of movement into your first dog in this practice. Doesn't matter how you move around, but allow movement to occur to bring a bit more awakening into your body. Try to feel where your body may feel stiff, where it's holding on to tension. Allow this freestyle movement to release that. Last breath of movement. And make your way towards a still downward facing dog. Re-point your tailbone down towards your mat. Re-glide back to plank pose. Re-hold the position. Now if you'd like to modify, do the same vinyasa. Either knees, chest, chin to earth and take the back bend of your choice. To intensify, use your toes, shift your weight forward. Lower down to a low push-up. Bend your elbows at a 90-degree angle. Untuck your toes, up dog. Press your hands down, arms strong and straight. Allow your hips to lift off the earth. Arch your back again. And roll over your toes back into downward facing dog. Look towards your hands. Walk or step your feet forward to the front of your mat. You can have your feet about as wide as your hips, parallel to each other for less intensity, or your big toes can touch small gap in between your heels for a bit more sensation to breathe through. Hinge at your waist, keep your belly in, release your neck, allow your head to be heavy. You can bend your knees if you feel too much tension into the back of your upper legs, but stay soft into your breath. Interlace your hands behind your back, inhale. Exhale, arms up overhead. Now be very receptive. There's nowhere to go but to breathe through sensation. Once you feel your shoulders and your hamstrings line up, pause. Let your breath create space. Use your powerful mind to deepen your breath as you stretch the back line of your body. Inhale. Exhale, release your clasp. You can place your hands on your mat, the earth below your shoulders. If you'd like to modify, place your hands onto your shin bones or on your knees, which is totally fine. Breathe and lengthen halfway. Start to come forward towards the front of your mat. Exhale, forward fold, hinge at your waist. Place your hands onto your hips. Push your feet down to rise up to stand. Bring your shoulders over your hips. Release your arms by your side. Let's get a bit more dynamic. Inhale, arms reach up towards the sky. Gaze up. Exhale, forward fold. Hinge at your waist as you keep drawing the low belly in and up. Lengthen halfway, breathe in. And breathe out, step your right foot back behind you. Set your back knee down to the earth into a low lunge position. Inhale, rise up, press into your front foot, bring both arms up overhead. Exhale, hands back onto your mat, palms down. Charge your back leg to straight, step your left foot back to plank pose. Now you can modify or intensify, but lower down slowly. Elbows stay back over your wrists. Untuck your toes, keep your heart up and back. Roll over your toes back into downward facing dog. Keep pressing your palms into the earth from the inner right thigh. Inhale, lift your right leg up to the sky into a three-legged dog. Exhale, bring your right knee to your nose or forehead. Hold like in plank pose, look in between your hands. Quietly step your right foot forward to your right thumb. You can use your right hand to walk your foot forward. Place your heel below your knee. Rest your left knee down on your mat. Rise up, press into your front foot. Low lunge, other side. Exhale, replace your hands back, earth, stay onto your fingertips below your shoulders. Charge your back leg to straight. Very softly step your left foot forward to the front, lengthen halfway. Fold into over both of your legs. Rise up, push your feet on arms, feet back up, gaze up, stretch. And bring your hands back to heart center. And let's keep warming up. Arms reach up, inhale. Feel your breath. Exhale, forward fold. Feel your breath take you down. Lengthen halfway. Step your left foot back behind you. Take your left knee down to the earth. Rise up, inhale, low lunge. Hold here. Untuck your back toes. Allow your hips to sink down. Now if you feel like you need more padding, double roll your mat so you create more padding for your left knee. Interlace your hands together, except your pointer finger is Kali Mudra. Stretch your hands a bit hard towards the ceiling. Low belly in, core active. Inhale, lift your heart a little higher. It's a great place to be. Exhale, arch back a bit more, but if you do, keep lifting your chest up. Stay very high in your heart. Take a breath in. Exhale, replace your hands back to earth. Palms below your shoulders, tuck your back toes, charge your back leg, step it back to plank pose. Keep elbows back over wrist, lower down, low plank position, Chaturanga Dandasana. Untuck your toes, up dog, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. Roll over your toes, downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. Sweep your left leg skyward. Coil your left knee to your nose or forehead. Look in between your hands. Step your left foot as close as you can to your thumb. Heel below your knee. Rest your back knee down. Rise up, inhale. Asana, uncurl your back toes, let your pelvis sink down. Keep drawing your left hip back slightly. Retake Kali Mudra. Lift your heart up as you extend your arms a little higher. You can arch back furthermore, but gauge your breath. If you have difficulty breathing, you're a little too deep into your pose. Stay soft into your breath. Stay soft into your mind and body. Take a breath. Exhale. You put your hands back onto your mat. Take a back toes, charge your back leg. Step your right foot forward to the front, lengthen halfway. Forward fold. Rise up, breathe in. And bring your hands back to heart center. Breathe out. And all over again. Arms reach up. Forward fold. Empty your mind into your mind if your brain is active. Lengthen halfway. Step your right foot back behind you on your back toes, back leg fully charged. Rise up slowly, inhale. Press into your front foot to control the ascension, crescent warrior. Exhale, put your palms back on your mat. Push earth with your hands. Sweep your left leg scour towards the sky. Hold here, three-legged dog. Glide to a three-legged plank. Now hold here. If it's still too intense, place your foot or your knees on your mat to modify and cycle through your vinyasa, or shift your weight forward, lower down in this variation to intensify. Place your left foot back on mat, bari so, on the top of your toes, up dog, or Adho Mukha. Down dog, Adho Mukha. Relift your right leg up. Rebring your right knee to your nose or forehead. Hold here. Now if it's too much, place your left knee down to help you out. Second time around, swing your right knee to your right upper arm. Then back to your nose or forehead. Look in between your hands. How quietly can you step your front foot forward? High lunge with your feet as wide as your hips. Rise up slowly. Breathe and press into your front foot to control the ascension. Hold and arrive. Once you feel steady, take a hold of your left wrist with your right hand. Stretch up and over towards your right to bring a bit more length to the left side of your body. Now can you bring your right arm a bit more straight to extend both arms equally sideways. Come back to center, inhale. Exhale. Place your hands back onto your mat. Step left foot forward to the front, lengthen halfway. Hinge at your waist, fold. Rise up, breathe in. Now rebring your hands back to heart center. Breathe out. Okay, one more time. Arms reach up. There's nothing to think about. Forward fold. Feel your breath, feel your movement. Lengthen halfway. How softly can you step your left foot back behind you? Set your foundation, feet wide. Rise up. How slowly can you ascend up to Crescent Warrior as you link your breath with your movement? Put your palms back on your mat. The key is to push your hands down to sweep your right leg up. Re-glide back to your three-legged plank. You can modify or intensify. Lower down to your choice. Cycle through. Your right foot back to mat if already so. Up dog. Towards downward facing dog. Let's loop right back to the front of your mat. Sweep your left leg up. Bring your left knee to nose or forehead. Hold. Maximum push like in plank pose. Modify if you want to. Swing left knee to your left upper arm as high as you can. Back towards the midline. Keep pushing. Step your left foot forward to your thumb. Enter your feet as wide as your hips. And rise up with precision, with awareness to Crescent Warrior. Take a hold of your right wrist this time. Stretch up and over towards your left to bring a gentle stretch to the right side of your body. Good. Come back to center, inhale. Exhale back, hands back onto your mat. Step it forward, lengthen halfway, Ardha Uttanasana. Forward fold, Uttanasana. Let's set up for crow pose, foundation. Come high onto your toes. Plant your palms to the earth wide of your shoulders. Squeeze both of your knees to the outside of your upper arms or dig your knees to the back of your triceps. Shift your weight forward. Bring your elbows over your wrists. Now think of your active cat pose or plank pose. Lift the back of your heart to the sky, elbows wrap in. Beautiful place to be. Now some of you press your finger pads a bit more into the earth. Allow 1 foot, perhaps 2 feet to lift into Bakasana. Take this shape at least. Look forward, either step or flow back into your vinyasa at your own pace. Full breath per movement. And back towards downward facing dog. Inhale through your nose. Exhale out of your mouth. Release a little heat or intensity. You take 2 more breaths. Good. Look forward, come onto your toes, bend your knees. Either walk, step, or hop lightly to the front of your mat. Lengthen halfway. Hinge forward, fold. Rise up and breathe in. Rebring your hands back to heart center. Breathe out. Keep your hands as they are. Samasthiti. Become very still into your space. Close your eyes. Return back to following your breath. Use your powerful mind to regulate your breath. And ride your breath back into your heart space. Now, it doesn't matter what goes on externally. Re-enter the temple of your heart so you can connect back to the real you. Reconnect back to this field of tranquility, of easefulness, of peace. As you feel your true nature, which is very whole by nature. Allow this to be your guide, whether you're on or off of your mat. Take this precious time to connect to the real you. One more breath. Good. Slowly open your eyes if they are closed. So I'm going to start A. Just 1 today. Arms may drop, inhale. It's a moving prayer. Exhale, forward fold. Lengthen halfway, plant palms. Now you can definitely take a crow pose number 2 for some of you, or step or float back into your vinyasa. Play around with any variations of crow pose. Meet back into downward facing dog. Once back in the down dog, option to kneel, to sit, or to take a child's pose. If you need to clear a bit of frantic energy out of your mouth to release that, then consciously regulate your breath through your nose to return back to a state of stillness. Take one breath. Look forward, come onto your toes, bend your knees. Again, you can walk, step, or hop lightly to the front. Lengthen halfway. Hinge forward, fold. Rise up, inhale. Re-bring your hands back to heart center. Exhale. Okay, so let's go our B variation. Big toes touch, inner knees unite, small gap in between your heels. Sit low enough to sweep your fingertips to the earth. This is the depth of your chair. Bring both upper arms in line with your ears. Look past the bridge of your nose. Take a breath in. Exhale, forward fold. Lengthen halfway, plant your palms. Again, you can step back to dog pose, step or float back into vinyasa or crow pose number 3. So feel the moment, whatever feels best to you, without forcing into your practice. Engage how you feel. And let again your body dictate, not just your mind. Lean back in dog pose. Now if you have a jumping through your seat practice, look forward, come onto your toes, bend your knees, and engage your arms and core, float through your seat. If not too sure, place your knees on your mat like I'm doing. Sit onto a hip, bring both legs forward. Give yourself enough room to recline onto your back. You may have to scoot your butt a bit more forward, recline backwards, keep your knees bent. Lift your right leg up and over your left. If you can, wrap your ankle behind your calf. Arms sweep up towards the sky. Wrap your right arm underneath your left. Other palms unite, or reach for opposite shoulder with your hands. Draw the belly in and up, your core is active. Lift your feet up into the air, take a breath in. Exhale, curl up, bring your elbows to touch your knees. Inhale, lower your shoulders back onto your mat. Exhale, curl back up. Breathe in lower, adjust your upper body. Exhale, back up for 3. Your feet will stay up the whole time. Inhale. Exhale, 4. Lower down slowly, control the descent. Back up for 5. Lower down, unravel everything. Wrap your left leg up and over your right, like once or twice. Arms sweep back up. Your left arm will go underneath your right. Okay, feet back up again as you ignite your core. Inhale. Exhale, curl up 6. Lower down, breathe in. Back up 7. Lower down. Lead from your heart. 8. Avoid scooting into your neck. Inhale. Go back up for 9. Last one. Lower. And contract your belly for 10. Lower down, unravel. Grab the back of your legs, or the legs, rock them a few times up and down your back. Now, of course, after your third one, you can either roll over your ankles and knees, step back to dog pose, or step back to plank pose, or pick up and float through your vinyasa. Back into downward facing dog. Step your left foot slightly forward, so it's not too much forward. Keep that deep bend into your front knee. Bring your shoulders over your wrists. Now think again of your active cat pose or plank pose. Push the earth up, your triceps back. Maintain the lift of the back of your heart to the sky. Look in between your thumbs or towards your fingertips. Then sweep your right leg up to the sky. This is plenty. Push the earth, build some strength. Option, switch your stance by stepping your right foot down, left leg goes up. Or if you want to, hop with your standing foot, land with your floating. One more time. Wherever you are, step your right foot forward to the front of your mat, high lunge with your feet. Press into your front foot, inhale, rise up. Exhale, hands back to earth, press your palms down, float like a dog. You can place your foot right back on your mat, take a rest right away, or cycle through your very optional vinyasa. And be back into downward facing dog. Slow down your breath. Remember, you can take a child's pose or kneel if you prefer. But consciously regulate your breath. Allow your mind to catch up in stillness. One more breath. Good. Back into down dog if not already so. Or you can stay longer and rest, it's up to you. Step your right foot forward slightly. Keep your palms below your mat. Shift your shoulders back over your wrist. Now right away, focus on your actions. Fingers press down, arms squeeze in, wrap your triceps back. Push earth, maintain that. Sweep your left leg up to the sky. You can stay here or ground your switching method. Left foot down, right leg up. Or hop with your right, land with your left. How softly can you land if you are hopping? Left foot forward, right leg back. High lunge with your feet. Rise up slowly, inhale. Remember, stretch your breath, stretch your movement. Move with integrity. Exhale, hands back to earth. Left leg up to the sky. Modify, intensify, so you can place your foot right back on the mat. Rest right away. Or intensify, take your vinyasa. Knee back into dog pose. I can definitely stay here and rest again, or take an out breath out of your mouth. If you'd like to build a bit more strength power class option, walk both of your feet slightly forward, more or less shoulders over your wrists. Push earth, shorten dog, but up to the sky. Same actions, push down. If you want to keep your heart rate lifted, you don't have to do this. Bend both of your knees, hop, heels to butt, land soft at the back of your mat, or hold your tuck tight position. One more hop if you're doing so. Look forward, walk, step, or hop back to the front. Lengthen halfway. Inch forward. Rise up, inhale. Exhale, bring your hands to heart center. Or use your arms by your side. Close your eyes right away. Avoid fidgeting around. If you need to release that, inhale through your nose. Out of your mouth, let that go. Try to be still. Notice if your mind is being reactive. Use your mind to deepen your breath. Become still in your mind. Ride your breath back into your heart space. Re-enter again into the temple of your heart to feel the calmness and tranquility that's always there if you can control your mind and senses. When things get shaky, your mind may try to resist what's going on, but the practice is to soften to the moment. Feel your true nature. Allow this light to expand in all directions. And the key is to love your world from this space of wholeness. One more breath. And if your eyes are closed, slowly open your eyes. Big toes touch, knees unite. Arms reach up, inhale. And as you exhale, wrap your right arm underneath your left. Eagle arms. You have the option to reach for opposite shoulders if you prefer. Now sit back into your chair. Plug your left foot into your mat. Sweep your right leg up and over your left. You can use your right toes as a kickstand for a bit more stability. You can hover if you want to test your balance. And of course, you can wrap it twice. But the idea is not to force anything. Honor how you are without trying to seek satisfaction by being aggressive or forceful with yourself. Draw right hip back a bit more. Elbows a little higher and stack your joints. Shoulders over your hips. Take a breath in. Exhale. Hinge at your waist. Nesting eagles. Elbows will touch your knees. Once you have that, keep your arms as they are. Only unravel your right leg. Extend your right leg back behind you. Extend your left leg to straight warrior three eagle arms. If it's a little too demanding, you can unravel your arms and place your hands automatically to do so. It's not a problem. Press right foot back. Elbows a bit more forward if you can. Inhale. Exhale. Unravel your arms already so. Place your hands on your mat. So bend your standing knee for this. You may have to hop right foot back slightly. You're going to switch your stance 3 times. Or stay here. So you can definitely stay here, or right foot down, left leg up, or hop with your standing, land with your floating. And wherever you are, step your right foot forward, left leg back, hands stay low, high lunge with your feet. Place your left palm on your mat, an inch above your left shoulder. Pivot to the whole outside edge of your left foot. Right away, spin your left bicep forward, engage left arm, press your right foot into the earth, lift your hips up, and bring your right arm towards the sky. You can stay here if your arm is wobbly, stay, or stack your foot on top of your left. An option, hover your leg in the air into a star shape. Breathe in. Breathe out, place your right hand on your mat, spin from the outside to the inside edge of your left foot, and sweep your right leg through towards the left side of your mat. Foot to the earth, left arm goes up. Now this is plenty. Spin right bicep forward. Falling triangle. If you want to take it up a notch, hover your leg in the air, You can stay here or bend your left knee and see if you can wrap your top leg, your right leg on top of your left, and come into eagle legs like you were a moment ago. Keep pressing your right palm down, spin right bicep forward. Inhale. Exhale. Wherever you are, left hand out. Pivot back to the outside edge of your left foot. Quietly step your right foot back behind you. Flip it over to Wild Thing or Rock Star, depending on which part of the world you are in. Push your feet down. If it's too much, come to stage one side plank pose, right foot in front of you. Now Wild Thing, push your feet down, spin left bicep forward. Arch your back, open up, inhale. Exhale, back to your three-legged dog. It's okay to place your foot right back on your mat, or go ahead and cycle through if it feels optimal right now. Me back into downward facing dog. Take a child's pose. You can kneel, but do slow down your breath to recalibrate consciously. Long deep inhales, long deep exhales. One more breath. From your right thigh, sweep your right leg up to the sky. Bring your right knee to nose or forehead, look in between your hands. Quietly step your front foot forward to your thumb. High lunge with your feet. Every movement counts. Rise up slowly, breathe and control your breath. Control the movement. Open up to warrior two. Left heel will root down. Spin your hands forward and back. Look at your feet just for a second. It's front heel to back arch, or heel to heel if you're a bit tighter into your right hip. All four corners of your feet should be anchored to the earth, and pull your feet towards each other. Stretch your hands a bit more away from each other as you press your right knee a bit more towards the right side of your mat. Look past your right fingertips. Take a breath in. Exhale, place your hands on your hips. Extend your right leg to straight. Spin your right foot to face the left long edge of the mat. Align your toes so they are in one line, and make sure your feet are parallel to each other. Lift your heart up, breathe in. Exhale, hinge your waist forward, fold in from your heart, long spine, navel in. You can place your hands on your mat to the earth, below your shoulders, perhaps on props. If you feel like you want a bit more sensation, take a hold of your big toes with your peace fingers. And if you do so, lengthen halfway. Exhale, pull in gently, elbows wide to your side, release your neck and jaw wherever you are. Shift a bit more forward if you can into your toes as you try to pull your feet towards each other. Feel this gentle stretch into the back of your legs. If you have a hold of your toes, release. Place your hands back to the earth below your shoulders. Lengthen halfway. You come to a high lunge position with your feet. Spin your right foot forward to the front, on your back toes, hands below your shoulders. Step into your right foot, standing splits. Left leg high enough. Point your toes to the sky. You can stay here or wrap your right hand behind your right ankle and gently pull in. Perhaps two hands can do the same. Stay soft into your breath though. Hands back, earth below your shoulder, however so. Very softly step your left foot forward to the front, halfway lift. Forward fold. Rise up, breathe in. And breathe out. Bring your hands back to your heart, or arms by your side. Become still into your space. Avoid fidgeting, avoid reacting. And if you need again to clear this out, all you have to do is soft exhale out of your mouth to let that go. And more or less, we just drew a half circle on your mat, a half of a mandala. The mandala means circle in Sanskrit, and a circle symbolizes the wholeness of your essence. It is also the wholeness of the universe. So take a moment again to re-feel who you are. We get so disconnected these days. But right now, the way things are in the world, we have the perfect opportunity to re-center. this space, take one more breath. If your eyes are closed, open up your eyes slowly, and big toes touch. Arms sweep up, inhale. Exhale, wrap your left arm underneath your right. Sit into your chair. Anchor your right foot down, sweep your left leg up and over your right. You can use again your foot for support, wrapping once or twice, doesn't matter, but lean back a bit more. Think hips below your shoulders, elbows a little higher, stay soft into your breath, doesn't matter how far you go. Avoid forcing so much you constrict the expansion of your inner being. Breathe in. Every movement counts. Exhale, hinge forward, nesting eagle. How slowly can you unravel to warrior 3 with eagle arms? And of course, it's okay to unravel your arms and place your hands on your mat, or perhaps on your hips or at heart center. Powerful standing leg, press your left heel back a bit more. Breathe in. Unravel your arms as already so. Bend your standing knee, palms to earth. Now most likely again, you have to hop your foot back slightly a tad. Shoulders to wrist, toes to earth, strong arms. You can stay here or switch your stand 3 times. Whether you fly or not is up to you. Step your left foot forward, right leg back. High lunge with your feet. Plant your right palm slightly above your shoulder. Please hold knife edge your right foot down. Right away, you gotta use your left foot to bring maximum lift with your hips. Left arm up, right bicep spins forward. You can stay here or stack. Intensify or hover to bring a bit more juice into your practice. Take a breath in. Exhale, left hand down. Pivot to the inside of your right foot. Sweep your left leg through. Now either fallen triangle, it's a beautiful place to be. Use your foot for leverage and support. Or hover, funky pigeon pose. Or if you can, bend your right knee slightly as you wrap your left leg up and over your right, and perhaps twice. Keep your left arm engaged, right hand up to the ceiling. Inhale. Exhale, right hand down. Pivot back to the outside of your right foot. How softly can you step your left foot back behind you? Now push the inner edge of your hand a bit more. Keep spinning your bicep forward. Open up into wild thing. Or stage 1 side plank pose will be your modification. Breathe in. And breathe out. Back towards your three-legged dog. It's okay to place your foot back on your mat or cycle through. We do not ever have to do so. If you need to clear something out, let that go. And use your breath to re-bridge a gap between your mind and your heart. If you cannot do this in this position, take a child's pose or sit down. Take one more breath. Sweep your left leg high enough. Coil your nose or forehead. Precision and step your left foot forward to your thumb. High lunge with your feet. Rise up again with complete awareness. Gracefully open up to warrior 2. Virabhadrasana 2. Scan your feet just for a moment. Pull your feet towards each other. Even press the outside edge of your right foot a bit more on your mat. And scoot your left hip a bit more towards your front heel. Gaze past the fingertips. Soften into your gaze. Extend left leg to straight, put your hands onto your hips. This time it's going to be left foot that will pivot towards the right side of the room. Interlace your hands behind your back. Make a fist. Lift your heart up. Exhale, fold. Once you feel tension, pause. Release your neck so your head is heavy. Soften into your jaw. Allow this forward fold to be cooling in nature. Release your clasp, put your hands back to earth below your shoulders, lengthen halfway. High lunge with your feet, hands walk back forward. Step into your front foot, right leg skyward. Now use your right butt cheek to lift your right leg a little higher. You can stay here or wrap your left hand behind your left ankle. And again, perhaps two hands can join in. Breathe, put your hands back to earth. Step your right foot forward to the front, lengthen halfway. Hinge at your waist full. Rise up, breathe in. And complete mastery over your senses. Hands back to heart. Or arms by your side. Try to close your eyes so you're not distracted by your physical eyes. And although things may be demanding right now on your mat, soften. Become so soft, your life can keep expanding in all directions. So that even during these very interesting times, you're not becoming rigid, becoming soft, soften back into the world around you. Moving from a space of complete wholeness. One more breath. Your eyes are closed, open up your eyes slowly. Last full vinyasa, always optional, arms reach up, inhale. Exhale, fold. Lengthen halfway, plant your palms. You can step, float back, handstand, crow pose, doesn't matter. You can skip the vinyasa, it's really up to you. We will meet back into downward facing dog. Good. Pigeon prep pose. Lift your right leg up towards the sky. Bring your right knee towards your outer right wrist. You can place your right heel to your outer left hip. If you want a bit more sensation, bring your shin bone more or less parallel to the front of your mat. Have a little peek past your left shoulder. Everything should be in one line. Flex or point your right foot. And as you do, draw your right hip back a little bit more. Hug the midline, take a breath in. And hinge at your waist. You can place your elbows or forearms on a prop or on your mat. As much as you can, try to soften also into your neck, into your spine. You can stack your face or place your forehead on a prop or on your mat. But the idea is to allow yourself to be as soft as possible into your upper body. You will feel sensation into your right hip, but it should not be too much as well. So even here as you cool down, there's a perfect amount of effort and ease. Once you feel your right hip speak to you, pause. If you feel your right knee speak to you, I highly recommend lie on your back instead and take a figure four position. Wrap your right ankle on top of your left knee and pull your left knee into your chest as you interlace your hands behind your left hamstring or in front of your left shin bone. If you feel a little too comfortable into your space, you can walk your elbows and forearms a bit forward in front of you, melt your heart a little bit more. But allow this to be an invitation. You're not forcing in by any means. This only constrict again the wholeness that seeks to expand. Remember, you're perfect and whole as you are without letting your mind dictate how far you should go. Three more breaths. If you're in sleeping pigeon pose like I am, on your next inhale, place your hands to the earth below your shoulders. And as you exhale, push earth away from you. Back towards down dog. And take a bit of movement. If you're on your back, you can windshield wipers your knees sideways. Bring a bit of movement into your right hip. Lubricate your right hip after this static hold. and then switch sides. So you could left leg up. You inch your knees a little bit wider than your left wrist. Feel the sensation into your left hip. If you need more, position your shin bone a bit more parallel to the front. Remember the alignment on the right side of your body. Go peak if you must. Hug the midline, left hip draws back, right hip forward. Keep a lot of activation into your left foot and hinge forward slowly. And if this is your tweaky side, and lie on your back, which is totally fine. And your sides will feel equally different. So once you feel your body speak back to you, avoid letting your mind force it. Use your mind to bring more depth into your breath. Allow your breath to dissipate the sensation you feel. Stay fully present. At a certain point, your body will invite you to find a bit more depth. And if the opposite, if you're forcing in and you become a little too stiff or rigid, ease out slightly or pedal a layer. A few more breaths. At your own pace, once you do complete your third and final breath, gradually return back to your counter pose of your choice, whether it is down dog or windshield like raise your knees a bit sideways, side to side. Once you're ready, place your knees on your mat, sit on a hip. Find your tall, comfortable seat. If you'd like to, you can layer up, which is totally fine. You feel a bit cool. Once at ease into your space, rest your hands onto your knees or thighs, close your eyes. And do set your firm seat though. As you gaze within, allow your sitting bones to root so your crown can naturally lift. Lean back and lift your shoulder blades up and down your back. Allow your breath to re-bridge the gap between your mind and your heart. It seems like the world has been moving so fast lately. It was so yang. It was pretty intense. And now all of a sudden we have the opportunity to explore the yin side. Things are slowing down. Feel the calmness of your inner being. Let source move through you as you. It is this perfect opportunity, as we are somewhat restricted to go outside, to go fully inside. Your soul is here to guide you. Allow this light to expand in all directions. This is your true nature. Feel the wholeness of your inner being. And when you connect to this space, wellness, well-being, optimum health, even abundance will flourish. Because there's no lack in this space. It doesn't matter what goes on outside right now. Yoga is an inside job and teaches that whatever you think and feel within yourself, the world will reflect back to you. Let source move through you as you. Trust that whatever's happening is for the greater good. Take a few more deep breaths. Let your soul and let life fully breathe you. Complete your third and final breath. slowly open your eyes. Again, you can layer up if you feel a bit chilly. Recline onto your back. Extend your left leg in front of you. Bend your right knee. Sway hips a bit sideways towards your right. Extend your arm into a T shape. Place your left hand on top or the outside of your right knee and let your knee gently fall over towards your left. Look up or past your right shoulder. And when you feel a gentle release into your low back, pause. There's no need to go further. Take a breath in. Exhale, slowly untwist. Switch sides. Extend this time your right leg to straight. Do sway hips a bit sideways to your left. Let gravity pull your left knee towards your right. Look up or towards your left shoulder. And it should feel quite enjoyable to release your low back. Breathe in. And breathe out. Untwist, come back towards center. Re-square both of your hips back into the middle of your mat. Fold your knees into your chest, hands above your knees. Gently squeeze in, forehead towards your knees. Inhale. And exhale. Extend your arms and legs by your side. Savasana. And this is the most important part of the practice. So get comfortable. Walk your shoulder blades up and down your back. Soften every muscles into your body. Inhale through your nose. One more time, exhale out of your mouth. Sink a bit more into the earth below you. It'll take as long as you need to. It can be a few minutes, but take a moment to rest your mind and body after this practice. I'll leave you here. It's been a pleasure to connect with you guys, and I will see you again. Have a beautiful, beautiful rest. See you soon.